What's up, people? Man, it's been a hot day. Been out and about, came back, just watched Andy Murray, British Wimbledon champ at last. Fuck me, that's Brits. We like to take our time when it comes to sporting events. It's only taken us 77 years to get a champ, but well done. Congratulations to Andy Murray. Um, I thought I would take the time to resume my video series on 10 steps of how I fix Arsenal Football Club. I intentionally decided to wait until the summer to talk about, let's be honest, the subject that most fans want to talk about, and that is our transfer policy. Um, so here we go. This is going to be step 7 of my 10 steps to how I fix Arsenal Football Club. For anyone who doesn't know and is just arriving at this video, I watched a video about 9 months ago or so from Sledge Daddy, who was basically talking about his American football team. The way he was describing it pretty much sounded like Arsenal. You know, talking about how they underachieve and how they're a team with potential. And this, that, and the other. Literally a picture perfect description of Arsenal. And it kind of inspired me to do 10 steps to how I fix Arsenal Football Club. The last video I did was in February. So obviously, as you guys know, Arsenal managed to finish in those top 4 places, which means European football, on the understanding that we get past our qualifier, which hopefully we should do. So yeah, number 7 in my 10 steps to how I fix Arsenal Football Club will be our transfer policy. It's not going to be one yet that you want to talk about. I'm going to talk about the deadwood in the Arsenal football team. I think if there's one thing that all Arsenal fans share the most frustration out of, it's not only that we don't bring in quality players, but that we substandard players in our team. For years now, we've kept people like Nicholas Bentner on the books. We've kept people like Demilson on the books. Alright, yes, I know, I understand that we've recently just bought his contract out and terminated him. But we allow these people to kind of run down their contracts and collect high wages, and things like that piss me off, because it's just like, how is that allowed to happen? We waste so much money on wages, and considering we have such a tight wage structure, if you like, it shocks me that we allow that to happen. And I think if I was Arsenal Football Club, I would really get somebody on board to say, alright, who are the players I do not want to carry on into next season? Right. Because what we can't allow is situations like Squillaci to earn 60,000 a week. Alright, his contract is ran out. But I'm just talking about the fact that we should have let him go about 2 years ago. Archie did. Alright, again, I know he's recently gone, but you know, these are situations that I don't want running into next season. Like Jury, okay, just completely alone, but why couldn't we just sell his last club? Like, surely it's more important that he's off the books than anything else. Just sell him for whatever you can get. Nicholas Bentner, what the fuck is that motherfucker still doing on our books? That to me is just crazy that he is still on our books. I don't understand that for the life of me. What is he still doing on our books? You know? Chamuk. Tell me this motherfucker hasn't come back from West Ham and is still on our books. This is 60 grand a week. Both of those players I've just mentioned are 60 grand a week. These are wages that you can potentially offer to somebody else. But yet they're on our fucking books. These are players that don't play, that have no future at Arsenal Football Club. Fabianski, what the fuck is Fabianski still doing at a club? If you're looking to buy a goalkeeper, should you flog the one that we've got already? Flog him. Get rid of him. Cut him off. I'm glad I haven't got rid of him, no, because I was a bit worried for a little while. I think I actually really saw him as a potential number one. No. I actually have more faith in Fabianski stepping up than you know. So, for me, those are the type of things that type of decisions we need to make. And then, once you decide on the shape and how you want the team to go forward, you need to ask questions of a lot of members of the squad, like Javino. You know, I defend Javino because I'll tell you the reason I defend Javino in comparison to say someone like Arshvin. Arshvin has all the God-blessed talent in the world, but yet I watched him play a couple of times and he barely runs. He doesn't give any effort on the pitch. There's no commitment to play for the badge. So as far as I'm concerned, you can fuck off back to Russia, which is exactly what he's done. Javino, the reason I don't criticize him is I don't necessarily think he has God-given talent. I think his brain tries to tell him to do something that he can't quite execute. He holds on to the ball far too long, which is one of my biggest criticisms of him. And thirdly, if there's one thing I genuinely love him for, is that he'll run all day for you. He'll track all the way back for you. Right? He may not be necessarily the best defender, but he will give 100% in terms of running. His energy levels never fail to surprise me. Right? He will run all day for you. And for me, I don't have a problem with that. However, I think it's getting to the point now where you have to say to yourself, we don't have any space for passengers. So people who have serious question marks against their name, for me, Ramsey, Diaby, and who I've just spoken about, Javino. I'll speak about these other two. Ramsey, because for all of his potential, he's failed to live up to it. I'm at the point now where I'm convinced he will never live up to it. And I feel like it would be best to cut ties with him now. I don't know why we offered him a new contract last season. Just get rid. Because especially if Alex wants to play there as well, then what are we even holding on to Ramsey for if Alex can play there anyway? When I say Alex, I mean the Ox for you Colours fans. So then there's that. And then Diaby, who is so injury prone. Oh my day, what is this fool still doing on our books for? Like genuinely, what is he still doing on our books for? Get rid of him. Get rid of him. If you could just clear him off the books, I'm all for getting Capone and Fellaini. Fuck it. Why not? But as things stand, you're only going to get one of them now. And it's just for people like Diaby, it's just a passenger. You know, I'm all for keeping Rosicky there because I feel like with Rosicky, he's experienced, he's someone who can come in and effectively do a job. So I'm all for keeping Rosicky on board. I have no problem with Rosicky. I actually quite like Rosicky. I don't have any problem with any of the central defenders at present. I will talk about in my next video what I would do with the defence, but I'm all for Thomas staying and fighting for his place, power to him. Get rid of Sanya. Oh man, that motherfucker, for me, his best days are firmly behind him. And if that's the case, cut his rascal off. What's the point? At this point, what is the point? You may as well get rid of him. You can bring like a Mika Richardson who's struggling to agree his new contract. Um, and I've said for years that Mika Richards should be an Arsenal player. Um, get rid of fucking Sané. And apart from anything, I'd get rid of Sané even if I couldn't get Mika Richards. I think Carl is ready. In all honesty, I think he's ready. Step him up. So, yeah, I'd get rid of him. Just get rid of the dead weight. Like, you won't necessarily raise a lot in sales because I think all of them might raise you maybe 15 million. But you could potentially save what, 300 grand a week just by getting rid of all those players I've just mentioned. I mean, that's got to be something. That has got to be something. I think the deadwood is important because if you get rid of the deadwood, then it will allow for what we badly need. And to find out what that is, please tune into the next video. Sorry it's taken so long. I didn't initially intend to wait as long as I did to make this video. And then when it hit March, I thought, well, I might as well wait until the summer transfer window opens. And now it's open, I can then finish the video series. So this is step 7. Stay tuned. You will get a very entertaining step 8 from me at some point. I hope you like this video. Comment, subscribe up above. I'll be back with step 8, most likely tomorrow. Depends if I feel like training out a couple of videos. Still got to do a couple of things like cook for myself before I get ready and get to sleep for work tomorrow. So bear with me. I will finish this video series by this week. Stay tuned. You're going to see a lot more videos from me this week. Alright, take care.